Love Island USA episode 22 has wrapped. Let's have a recap. Casa Amor has ended, and it's the recoupling episode basically. But before that happens, JD and Huda basically like it's not happening. He said some weird things after that challenge. He was like, "Oh, you were too dominant with me," and whatever. And Huda showed a lot of growth actually. I was proud of her for not like kicking off. She was just like, "Okay, good shot," left and kept it pushing instead of like going back at him because he was just like being weird. Whatever. He's been getting to know Maya as well, so that's kind of happening. Alandria and Nick, obviously they kissed in Soul Ties previous episode, you know, the whole Nick Alandria fandom and all that kind of stuff. I feel like it was very like, it was nice kiss, all those kind of things, but I do feel like it was very much obviously orchestrated by the producers to kind of have this moment between them, also to keep them in the villa. But they spoke the next day and were like, yeah, I feel like it was, I was thinking about Taylor, I was thinking about Sierra, like, you know, we're just, it's not romantic, whatever. That's what's happening there. Clark pulls Alandria for a chat, and Alandria's like, yeah, Alandria's like, yeah, like, he needs this test. I'm proud of Taylor for testing this connection. And I'm just like, Alandria, I need you to, she's saying, and she's talked to Taylor later, like, you know, you're more physical with her because, you know, you only have a limited amount of days, where us, we got to build and grow. I'm like, no, he was more physical with her right away because he doesn't like you. And you're not seeing that. I'm probably going to have to say more about Alandria and Taylor in another video. Anyway, so everyone comes in for the recoupling. They don't tell anybody that Nick is actually there. So Sierra's there crying, thinking Nick has been dumped. And then like 5 minutes later, Nick and Alandria walk in. And all the girls are very happy to see Alandria, obviously, and Sierra's happy to see Nick. They do a recoupling where it's like everyone's in a circle. There's so many people. Think about the quote from last season with Nicole. There's a lot of bodies in this bitch. There was like 24 people in the villa. Too many people. But the recoupling is like, write the name of the person you want to couple up with. If your names are both on each other's board, then you are coupled up. If you're not, you're single and vulnerable. So let's kind of run through the quick ones. Austin and Jaden are together. Amaya had Zach and JD stand for her. She chose Zach. Pepe and Grayson. Adriana and Brian. TJ had Iris and Vanna stand with him. Zach also stood there for Iris, but TJ chooses Iris. Ace and Shelly. Shelly and Coco were both standing there for him, but Ace chose Shelly. Huda and Chris. Sierra had Nick and Alon standing, but she's with Nick. Taylor had Alandria and Clark standing there, and he chose Clark, which right away all the girls were like, what? And Amaya's like, Taylor, what? Like, you know, yelling. And there was basically the 6 Islanders left vulnerable. The people who were in the villa had to choose the girl to stay. The people who were in Casa had to choose the boy to stay. So the people in the villa chose, well, let me go first. The people in Casa chose Alandria to stay, so JD and Zach were dumped. And the people in the villa chose Alandria to stay, leaving Vanna and Coco dumped. But there was some discussion right away, like, some people vote trying to get Alandria out. Like, Taylor was like, oh, she's trying to throw shots at me. I have to pick Clark. Ace was like, well, Coco has a good chance of maybe meeting someone. It's just weird. I have a lot more to say, but good episode today.